Upgrades.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Here to talk about a brand new series straight from Apple TV Plus. I'm talking about HIJACK. This is starring Idris Elba, and the baseline of it is Idris is playing a character named Sam Nelson. He is a basic corporate negotiator, and he's on a flight that's going from Dubai to London, and it gets hijacked. The thing that you don't know about this is that it's not exactly what it seems, and it is a deadly race to the finish. Easily. This was a great series. It's so many different reasons why it's great, and I'm gonna try my best to try to break it down for you. So if you want like a quick abridged, like should you watch it, should you not? The first 2 episodes are available right now. Immediately jump to it. First episode is a bit long. It's pretty long. Every episode after that is about like an hour or maybe a little bit less, 45 minutes. But stop to finish is great. And technically, every single episode is representative of each hour that this situation is going through. So yeah, if you want a quicker bridge version, this is a great series. 10, 10, 10. We'll leave it at that. All right, so let's break down the why. I mean, first off, the man of the hour, he's a beast. You already know it. Idris Elba is easily one of the most talented actors currently, regardless of what you've seen him in. If you're a Luther fan, of course. If you're a Wire fan, of course. If you're seeing him anything movie-wise, of course you know he's got range. But in this one, he plays a role that I don't think I've seen him play before, because the basis of the character is fundamentally he has to not care about people around him to try to get home to survive. But yet at the same time, he has to assess, analyze, and move people around like chess pieces to get people out of situations and also to get him to where he wants, which is to get on the ground by any means necessary, whether that is putting himself in harm's way or whether that is putting somebody else in harm's way, or the perception of that. And I love that the character is so complicated. Like there's so many different things going on with him emotionally and mentally. And even down to the relationship with his wife, like his wife, ex-wife, is acted by Christine Adams. If you've seen Black Adam, you've seen she's the mother of the family. She plays the role of Marcia, and she's dating someone now, and it just happens to be a situation that connects with what Sam is dealing with, and how the web of this story is written. It is so complicated because, and I mean complicated in a good way. Like it's not just okay, there are hijackers on the plane and he has to figure out how to survive. Like no, like there are so many different things that are happening, whether on the plane or below it, and whether that is from people trying to assess how to handle this, what is the cost, what is the risk, and also why this is happening. And the fact that every single episode there is suspense, there is intrigue. Like I was legit riveted like a good majority of this. And there's certain key characters in this one that like are just gems. Like the assistant pilot does some amazing things in this that I can't really talk about. Another standout I would kind of say would be the character named Alice. Alice as a character is kind of like the person that's on boots on the ground trying to let people know from a flight navigation standpoint what's going on, and just when you kind of get a assessment of kind of her world and who she is, and then when she shows up, you can tell the atmosphere completely changes and her value skyrockets just as much as Sam as a character, which I thought that was really awesome. Another character I would say stand out is Stewart. Stewart is technically one of the hijackers, and he is not a good person whatsoever. And I think that the actor playing him, who is Neil Maskell, is doing an amazing job of what he's given. But I think because the storyline, the threads are just so interwoven and connected with the smallest, thinnest needles that you would never guess where this is going. And from episode to episode, you're still trying to assess what is happening and what is going to happen. I think when you're always trying to balance with like, oh, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? That's always the case. But when you still don't know what's actually going on, then you start to give into what most people want from a great thriller, which is intrigue and value simultaneously happening at the same time. Because if you can then give us characters that you care about within Sam or anybody on the flight or his family, even down to his son, then you've won us as an audience. And that's what this show is doing in spades. The other thing about this that I haven't really talked about it or even thought about it too much is the fact that the cinematography is freaking phenomenal. Like, this looks top notch. Every single shot, whether it's an aerial shot, whether it's a close-up shot, whether it is even down to like the editing and the color tones, every time you're on the plane, there's this kind of a darker tone to the actual plane. It's never vibrant at all. And I think a part of that is because, and I don't want to spoil anything, is you don't know who to trust through this entire show. And that is the basis of what's going on the plane. And I think that is perfect. Perfect direction, in my personal opinion. This is directed by Jim Phil Smith. Jim, I commend you, because what you were able to do with this, I even the way that it ends, it could end and it be just a limited series and that's it. There's no more. But if they decide to do more around or surrounding this situation, I give it to me. Shoot it into my veins, because this was a great freaking series. And again, I've already seen all 7 episodes. I ran through them. I can only imagine how you guys are feeling looking at, if you're watching this and you're watching the first and second episode, you're like, I need more. Where's this going? I'm not going to spoil any of the beans. Just know that your efforts in trying to watch it are not going to be in vain. And there's going to be some surprises. There's going to be some things that are going to throw you off. There's going to be some things that are going to upset you. But nonetheless, by the end of this ride, you're going to be so happy you watched this. I'll talk to you guys later. 10 out of 10, as I said in the beginning of this, one of the better series, whether it's limited or not, one of the better series I've seen this year. I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, people.
Filing out the top of the
I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline.